Angel Reese says WNBA players could go on strike over salary and benefits.
Angel Reese just stepped into the WNBA, and within 5 minutes, she's already threatening a strike that's like getting hired at McDonald's, burning the fries on day one, and demanding to be regional manager. She seems to think throwing tantrums is more effective than throwing jump shots, because she's certainly not. Doing much of the latter, she's barely clocked in and already acting like she's here to flip the entire WNBA upside down. The problem, she's forgetting the league she's trying to flip has been held together with duct tape for nearly 3 decades and funded mostly by the NBA's spare change.
We all did it.
Yeah, the CBA is coming up. I can't wait.
Girl, y'all benefited from everything. Y'all youngins benefited from NIL.
What does that mean? We deserve more.
Of course,
everybody.
I agree.
Everybody.
I agree with that.
But we gotta get paid for consequences. Damn, we gotta get it up.
Y'all gotta
like
deal
y'all.
with something. Y'all gotta do something.
But the women coming in, not this year, but next year, or the ones coming in this year will still be on the rookie contract again. The ones the year after, they gonna get more. They probably gonna be making more than us.
No, they are. Like, yeah. I've been in the meetings. They are.
I need to get in the. I need to get in the field.
You need to come to the
I
meeting.
gotta get in the meetings because I'm hearing like, yeah, they don't give us. If y'all don't give us what we want, like, we sit.
Let's rewind. Angel Reese is out here claiming her WNBA salary doesn't even cover rent. Tragic, right? She's making $74,000 a year and acting like she's a starving artist in a Brooklyn loft. Funny how she didn't mention the $1. $8 million she pulled in during college just for showing up, flashing a smile, and letting the cameras roll. But now that she actually has to play basketball for a living instead of signing sneakers and yelling period on TikTok, it's suddenly a national crisis. The level of delusion here, honestly, it's high enough to apply for statehood.
So they're upset. They want to get paid. Possibility. Reese has been vocal about her low WNBA salary, revealing her $74,000 a year salary doesn't cover rent, stating on Instagram Live, "I just hope you know that the WNBA doesn't pay my bills at all. I don't even think they pay one of my bills." Reese's financial struggles stem from WNBA salary not matching her past earnings, as her NIL valuation at LSU was $1.8 million, bolstered by deals with Reebok, PlayStation, McDonald's, and Coach, while a 4-year rookie deal was $324,000 with $74,000 due next season. She quipped, hating pays them bills, baby, noting I can't read this, Tom.
Meanwhile, Patrick Bet David, casually sipping from a mug of economic facts, obliterated the entire victim narrative with the precision of a military drone. Angel brought emotions. Patrick responded with cold, hard math. The WNBA makes less than a high school bake sale and loses $50 million every year. But sure, let's double the salaries. Maybe Monopoly Money or Daily Affirmations can foot the bill.
You know what I love watching? I love watching her highlights of missing shots. She's got to be the worst shooter you've met in your life.
The WNBA is what happens when you mix social justice participation trophies and a business model that's been broken since 1997. It's like watching someone try to make fetch happen, only instead of giving up, they just scream louder every year. Strikes, protests, salary demands. Sweetie, try winning some games first. Or here's a wild idea. Maybe learn to shoot better than 25% from the field before threatening the league with extinction.
They were demanding chartered flights, private airfare. The diva of dump divas, Kat Engelbert, she borrowed some weakness from Adam Silver and she acquiesced to these unreasonable demands, knowing her beloved dump could not afford it. When the WNBA approved chartered flights, I told you guys that it would not be enough. You see, the thing about entitlement, you can never satisfy the perceived need. Once you give in to entitlement, you are setting yourself up for a lifetime of unreasonable demands. Entitled people, they are experts at recognizing weakness, which is why Adam Silver and Kat Engelbert are constantly being taken advantage of. When the WNBA approved chartered flights, I told you guys that their next demand, it was going to be focused on their minimum wage salaries. Us normal people, myself included.
Here's a fun stat. The WNBA is basically the NBA's unemployed sibling living in the basement. The NBA funnels in $10 to $12 million a year just to keep the league on life support. Angel threatening to strike is like a houseplant threatening to move out. The NBA wouldn't just survive a strike, they'd probably pop champagne and enjoy a rare summer without bleeding cash.
30 years. We look at this situation and realize WNBA players, they don't have any leverage. Hell, they are lucky they're not having to pay to participate in this league. They are lucky to be receiving their minimum wage salaries. Anytime you're going into negotiations, the side with the most leverage, they usually win. Right now, there are rumors of a potential strike in Major League Baseball. Captain Doofus Rob Manfred.
Here's where the comedy turns tragic. Some WNBA players are furious that Caitlin Clark is the new face of the league. Yes, furious at the one person literally saving their jobs, selling out arenas, boosting viewership by 170%, and increasing merchandise sales by 600% only in the WNBA. Could players be allergic to success? It's like blaming the lifeboat for being too photogenic while the ship is sinking. Some veterans seem to have missed the memo. You don't bite the hand that feeds you, especially when that hand is signing your checks. Caitlin isn't just hooping, she's resuscitating a league that's been on life support for decades. And how do her peers thank her? Side eyes, cheap fouls, and an almost cult-like resentment. These players should be sending her fruit baskets, not throwing shade. When Clark entered the league, Indiana had to leave its usual arena and move to NBA venues just to meet demand. Cities scrambled to change venues when she came to town. The WNBA had begged for visibility for decades. Caitlin showed up and delivered it overnight. But instead of celebration, some treat her like an invader, not a savior. It's not about her doing anything wrong, it's that she's doing everything right. Caitlin Clark shifted the power dynamic, and some players just can't handle it. The WNBA has never seen this kind of buzz, yet instead of capitalizing, veterans pout like it's gym class. It's a masterclass in self-sabotage. Because this was the moment they could have all won bigger paychecks, more endorsements, real relevance, but instead they're too busy dragging down the one player floating the boat. This season, the Indiana Fever will be nationally televised in one of their 44 regular season games. Let that sink in. Every network wants a piece of Caitlin Clark. That's not bias, that's market demand. And then there's Lisa Leslie, WNBA legend, gold medalist, and apparently now head of the GoFundMe committee, suggesting that NBA players skip the casino to boost WNBA salaries. Really, that's the financial strategy, not new revenue streams or sponsors, but hoping LeBron passes on blackjack. It's giving desperation, it's giving delusion. The NBA already props up the WNBA with $10 to $12 million a year. Without NBA infrastructure, most WNBA teams would be playing in high school gyms. Now you want NBA players to bankroll you like a charity case. Even Draymond Green never want to stay quiet. Had enough. He wasn't arguing with Dylan Brooks for once, he was defending the WNBA from its own entitlement. He's right, the NBA promotes, supports, and sustains the WNBA more than anyone. These guys host WNBA games in their arenas, boost them on social, show up to games, and now they're being guilt-tripped into skipping the slots leases. Comments revealed what the WNBA doesn't want to admit. They want equality without demand, because if the WNBA had real leverage, packed arenas, soaring ratings, sold out merch, they wouldn't need donations, they'd have power. But right now they're asking Steph to crowdsource travel money like it's fake sale season. And here comes Angel Reese with the master plan: a strike, yes, sit out, because nothing says we deserve more like walking out of a job that's already losing money. The WNBA has been bleeding cash for years. Ironically, a strike might be the most cost-effective move they've ever made. No games, no travel, no staff. NBA accountants might actually pop champagne. Coaches would finally get a break from watching 25% shooting nights and layups that defy gravity. And not in a good way. You can't make this up. These players are surrounded by yes men or yes women who keep telling them they're elite, that they're underpaid, that the world just doesn't get it. But here's the truth: they're being lied to repeatedly, and entitlement is off the charts. Even chatbots are joining the roast now. Patrick Bet David typed a simple question into AI: does the WNBA make more money when it doesn't play? Answer: yes, because the costs of travel, staff, and arena rentals are more than the league brings, and that's how bad it is. Angel Reese is frustrated. Fine, but you don't walk into a failing business scream, "I deserve more," and expect results. That's TikTok logic, not economics. You want more money when games sell jerseys, grow your fan base. Maybe stop treating the one player doing all that like she stole your lunch. This is why Patrick called the WNBA a zombie company. It died in 1997, but no one buried it. The NBA props it up like a PR project. Everyone knows it, and no amount of hashtags or side eyes at Caitlin will fix that. And if things weren't messy enough, here comes the biggest fantasy: equal revenue splits with a NBA that's like a karaoke singer demanding Beyoncé's paycheck. One is global, the other struggling to fill half the seats. The NBA makes $17 billion a year. The WNBA brings in vibes. It's not about fairness, it's about feasibility. Until the WNBA makes money, you can't split what doesn't exist. And yeah, from a female perspective, it's frustrating. You want to believe hard work should equal high pay, but in business, it doesn't work like that. This isn't charity, it's capitalism. Bottom line, you want to raise. Make a profit, you want respect, earn it. Until then, skip the strike talk and start hitting layups, because right now the only thing Angel Reese is breaking is the patience of anyone who's ever run a business or watched a game without falling asleep by halftime.